so I could see on this computer. Well, Valentine's Day is over, guys, right? And so is our, grant for Valentine's Day. Okay, it's the first time we had a Valentine's Day grant. I don't know if we'll have a separate grant maybe in the next month or two, besides the 4 that we have. But today we have another deadline. We have a deadline for a car grant. More people are having problems repairing their car or getting a new car or whatever. Now, this is only $500, and it certainly won't get you a new car, but maybe get you help on the way. And I'll show you about other ways to get help with your car. There's local nonprofits that help there because, see, what the government realizes is that if you don't have a car, you can't earn money. And that means you can't pay taxes. And you want more help from the government. So if they get you to a job, and solve all those problems, then you could pay taxes and support other people who need assistance and not yourself. That's why there's these programs that help you do that. Now, most of them are local in nature. There's some national programs, like if you're a veteran with a disability, I mean, they have like $20,000 a grant to help get a new car if you're a veteran. There's some work programs. If you go to your career one-stop center, there are programs with them to help you with transportation money and however it is, whether they're letting you give you money for Uber so you get to work, or financing to help buy a car, or some even have money like to pay for insurance, for your car, and all different kinds of things. You can't guess what they have. That's why what you have to do is get out there and find what they have, because it's different everywhere. Please realize that. What I say isn't true everywhere. I'm just talking about specific programs that are there as samples of the kinds of things that may be where you are. Charity, how are you? Did you go live yesterday, Charity? We had a nice applications for the Valentine's grant, because it's a new subject we never had before. I mean, we have 4 grants now. One for the car grant, which ends today, and that's $15,000 total. And we give out $500 towards repair or towards getting a car, anything with transportation kind of problems. The next one is housing. So it's rent, mortgage, and utilities, and that's $20,000 worth, and we give $500 for members for that. You can apply for that, and that's a lottery thing. So it doesn't really matter what you say, but just say why you need it so we know. And then on the 30th, or actually this month, it'll probably be about the 29th. The 29th is for a free computer. Okay, and we give out 25 free computer. And then the next one after that is on the 4th, where we give out $40,000 on the 4th for people. And that's either $1,000 you could get or $5,000. Okay, so there's where you have to put what you really need the money for. Okay, but what was nice to see is that Valentine is a special day for me. We had a big sort of a happy hour for the condominium here where I live, and nice people. We chat, and the happy hour turned into about 4 hours. and so, how you doing, Tammy? And that was nice. Debbie Hardy. I like those glasses. Yeah, I got to get some more. I sat on a pair of glasses the other day. I have to replace them. But yeah, everybody who applied, I thank you so much. It shows. I mean, I don't want to do things that people don't need, and that's important. I think that, and that's what marketing is about, or whatever. It is providing something, a service or a product that people need it. Otherwise, if you think everybody needs it, and so you go and do it, but nobody wants it, then you shouldn't have done it, right? So you have to go back and find something that people need. We're here to help each other, and if you're have a product that you think is cool, if you're the only one think it's cool, then that's sort of like making love to yourself, isn't it? It's more fun to make love to other people and love other people. And that's what you do with your services or your products or whatever. You're trying to make somebody else's life better. How do we get a car grant? Okay, K-Me. Tammy, do you have a minute to put the link for the application? Oh, Tammy did it. Look at, is that the car grant above? Yeah, see the application for Let's Go grant link just above. Okay. Hey, Let's Go, I need your help. Good. Well, tell me what you need, Debbie. That's what we do. Let's go. I'm in Washington State, and I would like to find a grant to start a retreat center. I think I talked to you yesterday, right? In regulating the nervous system that is chronically, maybe was that you? Okay, there's the February 15th car grant. Okay, and so yeah. Okay, for the center you want, a rehabilitation center, right? That you want to do, regulating the nervous system, a retreat center. Okay, I mean, there's 1,000 places. One place is, I don't think you have this, because you could do that as a as a nonprofit, is one way to do that. And I'm not sure what is the best way to do it, because it depends on what money's available for what. So don't decide that you're going to be a nonprofit until you know there's money for that. So what you do is you find money first before you look for a grant, because there's a different thing. So if you find something that is great for you, but you have to be a nonprofit, then you go be a nonprofit. Okay. But you don't do that before. You don't say, oh, I'm going to be a nonprofit and then do that. No, because you may be able to do it as a for-profit. Okay, let me send you this link about nonprofit organization, money for nonprofits, because you could use these for both for-profit and nonprofit. Let me get this to you, please. Okay. Okay. Oh, did you get the nonprofit? Oh, Grant. Oh, okay. Tammy beat me to it. Damn it. I can't beat that girl. She beats me every day. I have a car. I want to buy a home, and it would be my first home. Okay, Kay. Look at item number 7 in the Meta grant report. Let me go back to the retreat that the lady wants to start. Okay, so there's a nonprofit, and you start talking to them about all these organizations. It means getting on the phone. You talk to them. Hey, I'm thinking about starting this kind of retreat. Would you do you have funding for this kind of retreat, or can you suggest another place that has funding for this kind of retreat and help me with that? Okay, so you go through that whole list. The other list you want to do is go to item number 5 on the Let's Go Meta Grant report. Okay, Tammy, Tammy, and look at item number 5 in the Meta Grant report. Very important. Okay, and that's what you want to look for. Is item number 5, because item number 5, what they have, and here's what's on the top of item number 5. It's sba.gov/local LOCAL assistant. Okay, sba.gov local assistance. That's on the beginning of. Okay, Tammy just sent you that. See, oh, Tammy, Tammy's a miracle. A magician, a magicianess. And you make an appointment with a few of them. Don't just make one appointment, one person. It's asking one person for a date and they say no, then you're SOL. You go to another person, asking one person for a job and they say no. You don't go home and wait for them to change their mind. No, you go to another place. Same thing with looking for money for something. If you look one place and they say no, you go somewhere else. Man, it's a big world out there. But it takes you realizing that and using the tools to find that. And that is by talking to people. You don't find it on the internet. You don't find it on Google. Get out of Google or get out of town. You won't find anything but trouble there until you know it. Maybe a year from now, after you've gone through a couple of reiterations of this, okay, I got good notes and I'm saving all the links. Great, KT. and now, so you go and make an appointment with those free mentors that in that local assistance at the SBA. See, they're not SBA offices. These are nonprofit organizations and experts and universities that get grants from the SBA and other nonprofits to help you start a business or start a nonprofit or work on your invention or learn how to make money at home as a freelancer, all that, and they're free. And that is exactly what you want to do. It is get help for free and don't ask for money, ask for help, okay? Tammy, housing grants for Sarasota. How can I get the link? Okay, Tammy will, in the link in the report that Tammy sent that is titled, Let's Go Meta Grant Report. In there, item number 7 has 7 nonprofits listed in there that help people get homes. Okay, that's all they do. And they're belly to belly people, that are paid to help you find how you could get a home. Okay, and they're local. And that's what's so amazing is these are local people that are just there to help you get a home. Man, where else are you going to get that? That's why we charge $20 and people say that's a lot. It is. So you don't really have to pay me $20. You listen to this on YouTube and you go and follow those. And the first one to start is with HUD, HUD .gov.counseling. C-O-U-N-S. Okay, HUD.gov counseling. Okay, and that's what you do, and make an appointment. And when you see that listing, you'll see that there's probably could be 10, 20, 30 in your state. You call a bunch of them, call 2 or 3 of them and see what all of them say. Because you may get one idiot his first day on the job and doesn't know much. You call another place and they know a little more, a little better. So that's why if you don't get help you need, where the people don't treat you the way you want to be treated, you go somewhere else. And don't believe that if someone says no, there's no grant money. That is absolutely wrong. Get out of town. Get out of there. People crying about the $200. Ask them how many beers they bought during the football game. Right. Well, I mean, people are there's so many people living near the belt. I mean, what do living hand to mouth, that $20 is a lot to some people. And I understand that. And that's why I put it link. And then I have another place that you can look for free. It's called Try Let's Go. What am I going to do? Oh, God damn it. Knew I was going to screw that up. So if I messed up now, trylesgo.com. Okay. And that's another place you could go and download a whole bunch of things for free to get going. And a lot of things I put in on YouTube and the website in the description. I put links and things like that there. And that's why if you listen, and the one thing you want to do if you don't have any money is learn how to use findhelp.org. This is a great one place to use. Actually, the HUD and findhelp.org, HUD.gov and findhelp.org are 2 things that will get you down the road. Find help, go to HUD, HUD.gov/counseling. Okay, go to that website and make an appointment with a free financial counselor, no matter what you need money for. If you need money for stuff, that probably means you're in debt and have other kinds of problems too with that. So they'll help you with all that, okay? And they're for free. And that's why if one doesn't help you, you call another one, okay? Calling now. Thanks, let's go. Bye. Okay, good. Okay, and then after that, then you go to findhelp.org and put in more topic-oriented, because then they show you specific nonprofits that help with specific things. You need money for daycare. You need money for rent. You need money for utilities. And you start calling those numbers, to get help there. If you're not calling, you'll be bawling. because you won't get anything. Okay. So be sure to call so you don't bawl. And that's not ball, B-A-L-L. That's ball like crying. Uh, so don't bawl because you're not at anything. You just haven't called. And you have to start calling. And it may take you 10 calls. It may take you 20 calls. But what the hell? You've probably been looking for a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, 5 months, a year, whatever, And what the hell is a few minutes or even hours in your life? Nothing. And particularly if it could save your ass, you should spend the rest of your life doing that. That's what I'm afraid to look. I was in Montana. We have nothing up here compared to a large city. And the rental help programs we have are either tapped or out. And they require some income, and I'm not finding a job. Okay, Wicked in Montana. Make sure you get the complete list. Okay, there's two things you want to do. You want to get a job, and so you're out in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. Then the one thing you want to do is go to your careeronestop.org and get help and even funding while you look for a job, okay? Or even train for a job, okay? And that's at careeronestop.org. Then you go to findhelp.org. And then if it's for rent, you put rent in there, and you'll probably, even in Montana, there has to be a half a dozen or a dozen organizations that help with that. And you have to call every one of them, to see what they have, or to see what they could, where they could point you. For a job, then you look also for getting a job and find help. And you call every organization in Montana that gets grants to help you get a job. I mean, you could get leverage there and have other people working for you that do this for a living. You once without a job. I don't know when the last time you had, we're in this situation. Could be years ago or months ago or whatever. But these people do this every day for people. So they're going to know a lot more than you do about this. Carmen, you need roofing repair funds. Okay. Lots of places for that. If you're a member, we have a report on that, and that's item number 8 in the Meta Grant Report. If you're not a member, then start with findhelp.org and go to and look for home repair. And again, start calling every one of those agencies there, even they're not for you, because they may know of something for you because they're in the business of helping people want to fix up their house. So they're going to run into stuff a lot more likely than you or I ever will. So they're the people to call, not me. I'll tell you, call them because they know better. They know better for you, where you live and things like that. But you have to call. This is the only way you're going to get stuff. People don't come to your house with a check. Ed McMahon used to do this. I don't know if you're old enough. I used to work with him on home shopping. Thanks, I'll call. Right. Better call Saul. and it's so important. That's how the world works. And what did I start with? Oh, for cars. Okay. Look at, okay. Our deadline is today. So tonight is the deadline. You got to get your application in by midnight tonight to apply for a $500 grant to help you with car repair. Okay. And thank you for those who applied for the Valentine grant. And by the way, all these grants that we have, you could apply for each one. You can't win one twice, but you can win all 4 of them, or now it's 5 with if you applied for the Valentine, we don't have that again yet. Nigeria. Oh, I don't have any help in Nigeria. Don't know. My toes are cold. More. Yes, it's cold in some places. It's a little better today. We had a nice warm spell a couple of days ago. Now it's cold again, and yeah, and that's not nice. So go to for more help with cars, go to findhelp.org. And findhelp.org, put in cars and see who helps with car repair and even free cars. A lot of nonprofits that give free cars to people. What about Philadelphia? What about it? Yeah, it's everywhere. Now, this is the same procedure. Everything I talk about, Mark, it is true everywhere. It may be different where you are and different kind of programs that do, but they'll have a bunch of things. And the websites I give you are general in nature. I'm not. So if you go to Find Help, that's for the whole country. That's for Philadelphia or Austin, Texas, or in Montana. If you go to HUD.gov/local assistance, that same thing. It's for every city in the country. Okay. Now you have to do some work. And if you don't do that, then don't count on getting much. Maybe you'll get lucky, but probably not. More likely not than it will. So that's why people do it that way and do get lucky and get it by just contacting one place. But don't count on it because you're going to give up. And if you give up, you definitely don't get anything. Okay. That's the only thing I know for sure. I can't say for sure that you're going to get something, but I know you will get nothing if you don't try. And you'll get maybe something by trying a little, but trying a lot, you get a lot more. And that's what it is. Somebody said West Virginia. Yeah, same sources. You want to start? Okay. If you belong to our group, you could apply for $500 towards a car repair. That's tonight. And if it's for a grant for a whole car or car repair, you could start. Now, this is just starting places. Findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and then put in cars and see what nonprofits in your area are helping with this. Yeah. And that's the most important thing you'll do in life, is realizing that is there. Actually, I have a couple of websites I want to show you too. Here's one. Here's a website. If the Department of Labor is sitting on a whole bunch of unclaimed wages. You worked for somebody, years ago or whatever, and you left without getting the last check. Well, they try to find you, and this could be maybe you as a teenager. They try to find you, but they can't. So when they can't, the money goes into this government agency, and you have to go there to pick it up. So here's the link to find out where to go. See, I love telling people where to go. Here's the link for the Department of Labor to find missing money that you have from an old paycheck that you never picked up. Okay. Now there's another great office here that will fight for you if your boss is mean, particularly if they're mean with your wages. They're not paying you time and a half. They're not giving you a raise, or they don't pay you overtime, or they don't, deal with minimum wage laws, or they don't use Family Leave or Medical Leave Act or all the federal laws. So you think you've been screwed by your boss. These are free lawyers that will investigate for you. I mean, this is what you want to do. I mean, there's so much injustice in our society, in everybody's society. We're not, the only people in the world that screw people over. Most big organizations too, because they have other things in their mind they think can get away with it. But if you show people that they can't get away with it, why does that look the same? No, yeah, okay, I didn't. Here's the other one. They'll come up. This link will show you how to contact them and all that. It's all right there. Okay, where's that little shiny button? There it is. Okay, so again, overtime pay. There it is. See, filing complaint. See, and see, you have more power than any attorney in dealing with your employer if you go to the government. An attorney can't get much. He is suicidal from pain. I have a panic disorder after work. My husband has cancer for herniated disc. Okay, Jamie, here's where to go. Okay, if you're not I assume you're not a member. Okay, you're on YouTube and talking. But go to findhelp.org. Findhelp.org. Okay, Jamie, go there. Okay, and look under emergency, look under healthcare, look under all the stuff you need, and get on that phone and start calling. Pain management. Here's another thing for paying for health care and getting free prescription drugs. You go to Needy, Needy, Needy Meds, MEDS. So that's Needy, Needy, MEDS.org. needymeds.org. Are there grants for fixing up a home? Yes, Mark, I talked about that. Again, if you're not a member, then go to findhelp.org and put in home repair for your zip code and see what comes up, and call every office in there. Okay. I have panic disorder. Yeah. Okay. I got that. I think kind of suicide. Okay. No. Okay. Well, call needymeds.org and do that. And call findhelp.org that you have a medical emergency. Okay. And they'll do that. Okay. Okay, Jamie. Yeah. You have to call people. Nothing. If you're a senior, you want to call your local area office on aging. Okay. Local area office on aging. Okay. Pain has an element of blank. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, Jamie. Let's see. Elder care hotline. Elder care. Let me give you that phone number. Okay, 800-677-1116. 800-677-1116. 800-677-1116. That's to find your local area office on aging, and they will help you too. You call that number and they'll tell you the local number to call. That's a national number. Okay. Got it right, Liz. They can't operate anymore. I'm all hyped up all over. I run into Eve. Everything. Just pray. Now, Tracy, I'm not sure what you need. What do you need, Tracy? John, I'm a hypothermia. I'm a hypothermia shelter that ends March 31st. I needed to zero in on a place to live, a room. Okay, Jonathan. Well, okay, go. Wherever you live. First of all, download the Let's Go Meta Grant Report. Okay, download that, Jonathan, and look under item number 3. They're the places to find to start getting help for living expenses. So that is the master list for that. But what you ought to do also is look under findhelp.org and housing, and you'll find the organizations that help with housing. Okay. And depends on where you live. If there's a half a dozen or 2 dozen, 3 dozen, maybe sometimes. I mean, there's just a lot of help out there. It's just not called what you would think it should be called. So you got to find out the terms that the government uses for all this, not just what you think it should be. And that's the problem. You got to know the nomenclature. And again, a place to look, never look in, if you're in trouble with something, anything dental. Yes, David, lots of free dental help. If you remember, we have a full report, probably show you about 30, 40 places where you live that give free and low cost dental. If you're not, then start by going to needymeds.org, needymeds.org. Okay. You go there and they have all the free and low-cost dental clinics. Not everyone, but it's a good list to start with, okay? And there's a lot of other programs too, but that's where you start with. And call clinics that are free, and they say, no, we can't take you. Then ask them, who else may be able to help me? Need to cancel your subscription. That's easy. You go to let's go help member.com or email Magic Mary mail at let's go help @gmail.com. Okay, so you can do it yourself. to cancel by going to letsgohelpmember.com or send an email to Magic Mary, and she's at letsgohelp@gmail.com. And Joan, make sure you download a copy of our Let's Go's Meta Grant Report. That's a report that you could use for the rest of your life about the major sources. I mean, it covers, I forget, like 50 different kind of situations in life where government grants can help you. So I have all the situations there. So next week, next month, when you need money about something, you'll have that there. Okay. That's our gift to you, and to make sure you take it with you, right? And to also to help other people you know. So make sure you're helping everybody you know about this and sending them the information that you get. I did find auxiliary grants for assisted living facilities orchestrated by Social Security Administration from your help with. Oh, nice. The candidate database. Yeah, that's a great stuff. Thank you, Jonathan. Thanks. Have a meeting set up. Wonderful. And that's it. See what Jonathan did? I mean, he took the initiative, called up people. Now he's had a meeting. That's how it works. You would love it if I just gave you a website to fill in the blanks and they send you a check. But, once in a while that happens, but most likely it's not, And so if you think that happens all the time, you're not going to get anything, because you're going to give up before you're going to have to do something like Jonathan has to do. And that's why we're having members now help other members, because I feel that members, Jonathan, if you want to help other people, send an email to Misty and get on our list to go live like I am. And anybody could do it. We just have to set you up to be able to do it, and let people ask you questions, because you point them, where. Like what I call it's a navigator. That's what they're calling a lot of this kind of services, that the government's even hiring navigators. We have healthcare navigators to figure out how to get apply to healthcare. We have business navigators, figure out how to get help for your business. We have housing navigators, figure out how to get help with housing. That these are general. They're like what we do. We're a navigator. We don't give out the money, but we point you to where it is. And that's what a navigator does. I was a navigator in the Navy. Go to the library. It's a great way to find it. Absolutely. Phone call booth. That's what I used to do all the time. Now, what's like the library to me, when I used to do only research in the library back in the 70s and 80s, it is AI. AI is like the library. You go to AI and say, I need help with housing in I would put your state, not a city, because most programs are like in the state. And so put your state and see what comes up. It looks and ask for websites. Tell them to include websites, and that'll be the best list. You'll never find that, because it'll be to the point, short. And if they send you a few and none of them work, just say you want more. I need more. And you tell the robot to give me more, and they do it. And then if that doesn't work, say, give me more. None of this should work. What are you giving me this stuff for? And that's how you use this stuff. It is there for you to use. And if you don't use it, you're really losing it, because you're paying for it. There's tax dollars and nonprofit organizations that are there just to help people like we are, but we have to charge because we got to eat. And that's it. How can I get donated for $70,000 to start a transform my community? Largely David, I mean, can't help you in Ghana. Yeah, that's too far away, and don't know how things operate there. This is just for the U.S. Sorry. Any grant space students? Absolutely. David, do not do anything until you go here. Studentaid.gov. Studentaid.gov. There's 2 tabs you want to look at and investigate. That means you call people there to find out how you could use these things. You investigate. You don't look at the thing and assume you know what it is. You don't. I don't know what it is. They don't know what it is. But so that's why you have to call people. You call the people under these 2 tabs. Loan payments. There's a tab for loan payments and another one for loan forgiveness. and you're looking for which one of these will you fit in. Paying off my car loans. Well, there's emergency money for anything. You could use it for car loans or whatever. To get like $10,000 to pay off a car loan, probably not. You know, but you can get loans for living expenses, and one of that is. And if you go look at go to item number 3 in the Meta grant report, you talk to a financial counselor, and even if you have the loan, there's a way probably to finagle that loan to that it's a better deal for you, and that a financial counselor could do that. And these are free. So no matter what you do next, first call a free financial counselor, make an appointment, and tell them you're drowning with this car payment, and to explore options. They know the best options than I'll ever know. Any 7-year-old father of 3 had been unemployed for 3 months, can't find anything. I need to make money. Okay, Harry, yes. Go to careeronestop.org. Go right away, make an appointment, call on the phone, careeronestop.org. You put in your area zip code, and you find the local office. You call them to make an appointment, okay? And that's what you want to do. You want to make an appointment for folks. And it's important that you talk to somebody one-on-one, because they'll have programs that I will never know, you will never know, or whatever. And they'll point you to other places to get help. Then you go to findhelp.org. Now, I'm assuming you don't have a membership with us. So you go to findhelp.org and look for areas you help. You need help with children? Well, then there'll be a section there. You need help with food? There'll be a section on that. You need help with daycare? There's a section on that. And we have a special, for members, we have a special report for grants for people who have children. And we have a state by state. And that's in the Let's Go Meta grant report. Okay. Guys, I'm going to have to run. I got to, it's the last day. Moneymanagement.org. Great. Another Let's Go referral. Thank you. I got to take off, and so far behind. We have 2. You see, I'm losing my voice too. I had a party all night too. That's why. But we just finished one grant yesterday, the Valentine one, and thank you for applying. We have another one ends today. That's on the car repair grant. And thank you for applying to that. Our website name is letsgohelp.com, LESKOHELP.com, letsgohelp.com. Okay. Let's go help. I need somebody. Help. Not just anybody. Yeah. So let us keep helping you, Tammy, and the rest of the helpers. And if you want to be a navigator, we give a little stipends too if you go on live and help other people live. So let us know. Send an email to Misty or Tammy or any one of us. Okay, guys. Thank you, Wanda. It's wonderful having you all there, and thank you for opening my heart to help more people.